Joining me, the first female combat pilot, Arizona Congresswoman Martha McSally, and Air Force pilot and Illinois Congressman Adam Kinzinger. Good evening to both of you. Let me start first with you, Congresswoman. Should he resign?
No, I don't think so. Look, he was extremely insensitive. He should know better, having been a veteran himself and in the position that he's in, that caring for those who served, those who are willing to make the ultimate sacrifice, when we now have seen and uncovered that many veterans died while waiting in line for care, and he's at the helm of this organization trying to turn it around. Comparing it to Disneyland is really outrageous, and he should have right away realized his mistake. He should have apologized right away. It's taken way too long, and we need to get back to caring for our veterans.
Well, he still hasn't apologized. Congressman Kinzinger, the same question to you. Is he the right guy for the job?
I don't know. You know, it's interesting because he was brought in under a resignation of the prior secretary for the same issue, the wait lines, and that's been a big problem. I don't know if a comment rises to the level of resignation, but I think it's indicative of a bigger problem, which is, you know, you have great caregivers at the VA, the front lines, the nurses, the doctors, and everything else. It's this cold, heartless bureaucracy that sits on top of it, where your paperwork is ping-pong back and forth, where you have to go through the wickets just to get the frontline care, and then where you have administrators that, with all due respect, doesn't necessarily see every day the human element and can slip a line in there like it's the equivalent of Disneyland. It was a heartless comment, and he should at least apologize for it.
You know, you say it's heartless. I mean, you both are much more charitable to him than I am. And just the idea to me that some member of the military who volunteered and went over there to do something for me, which I didn't do, would have to sit in line and wait while in pain from a traumatic brain injury or PTSD or anything, and to have the head dude say, oh, well, it's like waiting in line while you're waiting for your cancer test results. That's like Disneyland.
It shows he's completely misprioritizing or understanding what's really still going out there. I mean, we have people in rural areas that still, even with the Veterans Choice Card, can't get access to specialty care because they live outside 40 miles from that specialty care. We still have individuals that are calling the suicide hotline. This came out in January, and are going to voicemail. We've got very serious issues that our veterans are facing, and how long you have to wait for your cancer treatment, for your diagnosis, for the care that you need for your disease or your injury is significant. It is a part of caring for them.
Well, that happens to be his job to be in charge. If he were in the military, if this were a military job, would he be dismissed from his position?
Yeah, I think he probably would be removed. And I think the bigger point on it then is this. Again, you have this deep bureaucracy. And it takes, so if you look at a private hospital and you see, you know, they're innovating ways, maybe it's through your phone that you can get a doctor's appointment. There's new technology that works. They have a profit incentive behind it, which is why they do that. That incentive obviously doesn't exist in the VA, and a lot of the times you have people more interested in keeping their jobs or getting a bonus at the end of the year.
But that's almost different. I mean, the question, I mean, of course it's bureaucracy, and it's not an easy fix. I don't get that, but at least the guy at the top ought to realize what the guy at the bottom who actually volunteered is going through. So that's, you know, I realize it's not an easy fix. I don't expect magic, but I do expect him at least be sensitive to what goes on.
Absolutely. I agree. And again, that's why he needs to apologize right away.
Yeah.
He needs to come out. I mean,
he's had 24 hours. Too late.
He's had his foot in his mouth for a long time.
I don't know what he's waiting for.
Hey, there's no time like the present. Come out tonight and say, I'm
Andrea
deeply
Mitchell
sorry.
even asked him today, and on MSNBC, and he didn't. So anyway.
Too much pride.
Thank you both for serving. Thank you both for being here. Thank you.
Thanks.